Hello, welcome to my channel. I just all smiles, but hello, hi, hola, or is it hola? Hi, everyone. I'm nervous. Yes. I'm nervous. Okay, stop it. Hi, guys, welcome to Watch It with Fifi. I had a script for the first video. The only thing is, I've completely changed what I want to do in this first video. So that script is literally null and void. So right now I'm going to, sorry if that was loud, I'm going to just try and freestyle because I know what I want to do. I know what I want to watch. If you haven't seen Wicked, it's Wicked we're watching. It's the movie Wicked. Okay, and there will be spoilers. If you are one of those people that like finding out something that happened in a movie before actually seeing the movie used to kill your vibe. It used to dampen your mood. If you're one of those people, please keep watching.
The direct result of a bucket of water thrown by a female child. And imagine I have much to attend to with the wizard's unexpected departure, so if there are no further questions, I'm gonna go.
Looking at her, the thing she flew in on, I'm not seeing a couch like a platform for her to sit on, but she's standing. She uses this to fly and she just stands. Bro, that ain't comfortable. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here, obviously. From the trailer, I thought the Green Witch and Glinda were friends. She said it was a long time ago, and then they do a flashback, and and she looks exactly the same. So when they were on their tour, doing interviews about the movie, and they would always get so emotional when people asked certain questions about filming, and it kind of gave me the impression or the understanding that this took a lot out of them, you know and so far it's been almost 30 minutes. I'm kind of just wondering why. Again, acting isn't easy. Okay, take it from me, an Oscar winning acting isn't easy. Okay, I know that, but this isn't Erin Brovovich, the one that Julia Roberts played, that prostitute that turned into like a paralegal or something. Like, this isn't that type of movie. Like, it doesn't require that level of you know what I mean? So I'm just wondering, so far, maybe things do get harder, but I'm just wondering, like, what about this made them so oh.
What happened? What happened?
Something is very wrong. I didn't get my way. I need to lie down. I need to lie down. Help.
We need a pastry. We need a pastry.
I love it. Oh no, I'm in love with this movie. Ariana Grande. She didn't even bend her knees. We need a pastry. We need a pastry. Ah, can you imagine the nonsense? Like, you actually have to be, you know, beautiful to really look good green. you know?
Thank you for covering for me, and I'm humbled by your munificent offer, but my father would never allow it.
Leave your father to me. I'll speak to him immediately. So, how long have you had this talent?
Talent.
I don't know why, but I feel like the wizard is actually a bad guy. And what he does is, when they find talent, when Miss Morrible, or Madame Morrible, when she finds talent like Elphaba, people with raw natural power, she takes them to the wizard and then he steals the power from them. Is that what's going to happen? That's just what I'm feeling. And so it was probably in her trying to defend herself that the whole oh okay, let me just stop at he takes the power from her. Let's see where that goes. Auntie, you're green because your mom had a little bit too much green gluck gluck. When I tell you people are so simple, first of all, I need to get rid of these tears. People are so freaking simple. It's so pathetic. It's so freaking pathetic. Oh my freaking goodness. Now they're like, are you? Oh, bruv. Oh no, this is horrible. Okay, so this is high school. This this is high school. Even in a fictional world with an imaginary Oz, it's at the end of the day, it's high school. Okay, so I don't know where this thing is going. I really don't, and I'm because the way they presented Elphaba, like yes, she's been picked on her whole life, whatever, but they presented her as not really I don't give a crap, but you know, I I wouldn't really take it to heart. I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't they didn't present her as someone that would be so eager to be accepted by the most popular girl in high school. You know?
Fall gown.
I hope Ariana Grande won something for this. I'm sorry, but what? She said I hope she won something for this because this is this is something. Oh my gosh, I have an hour left. I'm so tired.
It's too soon. Don't be so pessimistical. I too had to prove my powers when I met the wizard. You'll find a way.
I feel like so much has happened already, but we're literally only just getting started. Because I think earlier I said I think the wizard is actually a bad guy and he only looks for the best and the best of potential power and tries to take the power from them. But this Miss Morrible or Madame Morrible just said she too has met the wizard. So I was thinking like, oh, then why didn't the wizard like eat her or take her powers? But it's possible it's for posterity. So plant one person and use them to get you 10 people.
But simply Glinda. Clapping.
She is so good. Such braverism.
I love it. Such braverism.
Presenting the absolute factual story of our wonderful Wizard of Oz.
You just have to know that it's a bunch of bull crap, okay? If anybody has to start anything with this is the absolute factual story.
Or you can have all you ever wanted.
I mean, I know that Glinda or Galinda isn't the brightest of the bunch, okay?
And this is the book place.
But I don't understand how she can still be saying, just apologize. You can still get what you've worked for and what you've always wanted, your wish to be with the wizard. After she just realized that the whole thing was a lie, the wizard is in fact not a wizard. So everything she's worked for is poppycock. I know about this song, right? It's like her breakout moment. You know, she realizes who she is. But knowing what I know now about the lead up to this song, the song doesn't make sense because nothing changed within her. What changed was she came to know the truth. Okay, it's not that she personally doesn't or doesn't have those desires anymore to be with the wizard and whatever. I guess you could say that to a certain degree something has changed because she no longer wants to get rid of her green skin. But really, what's wrong is that the wizard isn't a wizard and he's a liar and he's a bad guy. We all know Ariana Grande has the voice, you know. She can sing. Auntie can sing, she can whistle. She did a lot of that in this. But Cynthia Erivo, oh, madam, madam, the pipes on you. The pipes on you. Auntie. Oh, wow. I dubbed my cap for you, ma'am. I'm not wearing a cap. Imagine I was, and I'm dubbing it for you. Oh, I have a whiteboard in front of me too. I've noticed. Anyway, first character is Glinda the Good Witch. You couldn't even be mad. You really couldn't be mad the way they presented the character. She wanted to. I don't. They didn't give a backstory as to why it meant a lot to her for people to think she was good, and also why people already thought she was good. She just landed. Everyone, you know, they were already, you know, talks here and there. She's so good. She's so good. It was already a running theme for her, right? That she was good, even though irony. She, remember that scene when Elphaba did that weird dance, and everyone was looking at her like, "What did they do?" And rightfully so, because really, what was she doing? And then Galinda stepped in to meet her, and then she did the dance, and all of a sudden, people are like, "Oh, that actually kind of are you people? Are you dumb?" She makes being self-absorbed look morally acceptable. She makes you rethink your selflessness and your empathy towards others. I don't think empathy is the way to go. I think a little self-absorption is what the doctor ordered. Elphaba, honestly, what is not to like? She is opinionated, she's strong. Okay, I see how some people might not like that. Auntie cares so much about what other people think of her. So that was the most disappointing thing about the character, that her strength, the strength that she presented was kind of fugazi. Okay, she was opinionated, she was this, she was that, but really deep down she just wanted to be liked. She wanted to be popular. All right, number 3 is Madame Morrible. Right from when she was presented, I don't know why, because I don't think in the trailer they said anything about her being not good. As soon as they presented her, I'm like, yeah, this isn't. She's not a good person. Mr. Fierro. Fierro took me on a journey. He took me on a ride, I should say. Because when he was first introduced, I'm like, oh, I like him. He's a smart guy. So he's a good guy. Not that smart equals good, but typically with the way they do fantasy movies, if someone is smart and quirky, they're probably like, because when they make the character smart and quirky, they're trying to get you to like the character. So they were doing that. So I'm like, oh, okay, he must be a good guy, right?
I'm not seasick.
Neither am I.
No, I did not eat grass as a child.
Oh, you didn't? I did.
And yes, I have always been green.
And the defensiveness, is that a recent development?
And then literally next scene, he's on some Magic Mike nonsense. And then he falls for Galinda's charm. And I'm just like, huh, this is not where I thought this character was going. But okay, I guess. And also the way they introduced him, I was like, yeah, no, he's Fiyero is for Elphaba. That's what we're seeing. That scene that is for Elphaba. Like, you're not going to do all of this just to just to make just for him to end up being also stuck up and self-centered. No. Okay, there's a reason this happened. So for for like an hour in the movie, it didn't make any sense to me. Fiyero didn't make any sense to me, you know. But anyways, that's why I'm like, he took me on a spin. Nessa Rose, aka the Wicked Witch of the East. So apparently, the shoes, right? Remember the shoes that were presented to her by her father when she was going to school? I was like, these shoes look like they would be the shoes that Auntie, what's the yellow brick road girl? What, bro? What's her name? Dorothy. All right. I'm like, these shoes look like the famous shoes. I mean, they don't look like it specifically. Obviously, they changed it up. But the fact that they gave the shoes so much screen real estate, I'm like, these shoes are important. And the only shoes important in Oz are the shoes that Dorothy stole. If you didn't know this, she stole from the Wicked Witch of the East. And yes, I'm like, if Nessa Rose is getting the shoes, does that mean that she is going to be the witch that Dorothy kills when she lands in Oz? Because remember the story, when she lands in Oz through the magic portal or whatever, or the balloon, she crashes on a house, and that crash killed the Wicked Witch of the East. And then she saw the shoes and she was like, oh, nice. So she took the shoes off the dead woman. Those become her famous click shoes, right? So I think 2 plus 2 is 4 minus 1. That's 3. Quick maths. Now, the wizard. I don't even know why I want to talk about this character because he's nothing. He's excuse me. He's this man that managed to get all the social goodwill and social clout without having any actual skill or power or balls. Because I think the spine behind his whole agenda is Madame Morrible. You know, she's the one that actually commands the. I don't know. It was just. He was just So I actually don't know why I wanted to talk about him. There's nothing to say. He's a weak man. I clocked that he was a weak man from the beginning. But I can't even use that to give myself a pat on the back because if you know the story of the Wizard of Oz, when Dorothy gets to the Emerald City and she gets to see the wizard, she finds out that it's all tricks, it's smokes and ladders, and it's a puppet show, and the wizard is just some frail, powerless person. So, nothing to see here. That was actually very apt. That's all about the characters. Let's just talk about the songs. I don't hate musicals. I don't. I or maybe I do. I don't. Maybe I do. I'm trying to. Yeah, I don't hate musicals. I do, but I'm just going to stand on. I don't hate musicals. Um, but at some point, it gets tiresome. You know, especially if it's such a random song that isn't doing anything for me. Like, why in their secret meeting when the animals met, there was no need for there to be a song performance. There just wasn't. There just wasn't a need for that. Okay, keep it to the essentials. I know it's a musical, um, but yeah, keep it to the essentials. The Wizard and I was good, popular, unlimited. Is that the name of the song? But the last one, you know, those three. Oh yeah, and the one by Fierro. You know, those four. Keep it to the essentials. But it's like every other word that is said in this movie is a song, and I'm just like, mm-hmm. I don't know that all this is necessary, but okay, I guess that's what we're doing. Everybody that was recruited for this movie knows how to sing, except Peter Dinklage, because apparently I found out after the fact that he's the goat professor, the professor that's a goat. I found out that he's that. I don't know that he knows how to sing, but I don't know that he doesn't. He had his little moment. I can't remember the song.
Heard of an ox, a professor from Quarks, no longer permitted to teach.
I just know that I was just confused as to why I'm getting a performance from this goat. Now, what is the moral of this story, which is incomplete, by the way, because there is going to be a part two. It literally said it at the end to be continued. So the story isn't done yet, but so far, what is the moral of the story? Unfortunately, the moral of this Wicked Part 1 is that you need to conform to reap rewards. The bad guys won. But you can basically encapsulate it as the wicked prosper and the righteous suffer. That sounds oddly familiar. Now, where have I heard that before? All right, the book, the good book of Ecclesiastes. It says there is something else meaningless that occurs on earth, and that is that the righteous get what the wicked deserve, and the wicked get what the righteous deserve. It also kind of lets you understand the power of false narratives. Funny how the righteous perish. Funny how the righteous perish, my guy. That's the end of my first video. I will see you in number 2. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and of course enable notifications so that you are, notified of future videos, because there's in fact more where this came from.